In today's Q&A video, we are going to find the reason behind why some planets rotate in the completely opposite direction. In other words, why does Earth rotate eastwards but our neighbor, Venus, rotates westwards? Is this a gravitational anomaly? Or is this caused by giant asteroids that once collided with Venus, turning the whole motion? Or is this a lot deeper and mysterious than that? In this video, I'm going to explain this to you. Stick around. A well-known astronomer once said that the Earth was the center of the whole universe. His name was Ptolemy. This theory later came to be widely accepted and appreciated as the geocentric theory, where geo means the Earth and centric means at the center. Before that, a more famous astronomer, Aristotle, once said that the Sun rotates around the Earth, hence supporting the geocentric theory. These wrong presumptions were accepted with so much support that whoever tried to oppose these presumptions were punished later on. For this reason, Nicholas Copernicus, the father of astronomy, published his paper opposing both the ideas of Aristotle and Ptolemy. He did this anonymously. Just like this, many wrong theories have crippled us for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Einstein and Newton had to fix everything. Plus, when you look at the Earth, or as a matter of fact, when you look at the solar system, you might think for once that the solar system is easy to understand. And let me tell you that it is not. So in this video, I'm going to present 3 hypotheses. These 3 hypotheses could explain why some planets rotate weirdly in the wrong direction. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notifications if you want to see more space education videos. We rotate anti-clockwise. Earth rotates anti-clockwise, and it is a fact, at least when you look at it in respect to the North Pole. Despite this, the planet next door, Venus, and the faraway planet Uranus, as well as Pluto, rotate in the opposite direction. They rotate clockwise. To understand this, let us understand what retrograde and prograde rotation actually are. It is a type of planetary motion which is exactly opposite to the direction of rotation of its parent star. To clarify or simplify this, consider the Sun, which rotates anti-clockwise. Now Earth rotates anti-clockwise too, but 2 planets, Venus and Uranus, seemingly rotate in the clockwise direction. When planets rotate in the clockwise direction in our solar system, they are said to be in retrograde rotation. In prograde motion, however, the planets rotate in the anti-clockwise direction, or just opposite to a clock. Earth follows prograde motion. In fact, all the planets in the solar system except Venus and Uranus rotate in prograde motion, or prograde rotation. Well, how is it that Venus and Uranus rotate in the completely opposite direction? You may have already heard that Uranus is tilted on its side. Scientists think that Uranus got tilted because of the asteroid collisions in the early solar system. Which brings us to the first hypothesis, Hypothesis A, which says, scientists have come to know that the change in rotation of some planets might be a result of an asteroid collision, or many asteroid collisions. The same could be the case for Venus. That arises a question. If Venus was struck by asteroids that turn its whole motion, and Earth is its closest neighbor, how is Earth not in retrograde rotation? How is it that the asteroid only hit Venus and left Mercury, Mars and Earth? How come it did not even strike Jupiter? Jupiter is known for withstanding asteroid and comet collisions, and it has been protecting us from giant asteroids. So, the hypothesis that asteroids struck Venus to turn its whole rotation seems false. But there's actually another reason to falsify this hypothesis. Scientists have estimated that an asteroid that would be able to change Venus's direction should have had a size nearly the same as the planet itself, meaning that if an asteroid had to strike Venus to change its direction, it would be so big that it could have shattered the planet into pieces. Of course, Venus isn't shattered into pieces. It's still in one piece. So the hypothesis that an asteroid could have done this change in rotation seems highly incorrect. However, it could also be that Venus was once a relatively small planet, and that it became bigger in size after it merged with a few asteroids. However, there is no substantial evidence for this. So that puts a full stop at Hypothesis A. It turns out that Hypothesis A is most likely false. Hypothesis B is much more interesting. Hypothesis B is supported by evidence so that it makes it more likely to be accepted everywhere as compared to our previous asteroid collision assumption. Let us look at Hypothesis B, which says that Venus could have changed its own direction because of its own gravity. Venus has a thick atmosphere. It is so intense that even a car made up of steel would get crushed within seconds. Venus has a core, a mantle, and a crust, just like the Earth. It also experiences tides like here on Earth. It is believed by some scientists that these tides could have caused a gradual reverse in rotation. However, the planet must have been at a 90-degree initial tilt for this to have worked. The whole idea here is that tides on a planet can change the planet's direction. It is pretty much sci-fi, or should I rephrase my words, unrealistic. But it is still better than Hypothesis A, because that hypothesis can easily be proved wrong. This moves us to the last hypothesis, Hypothesis C, which says that Sun's magnetic field could have caused Venus to gradually stop rotating, and then to start rotating in the opposite direction. Some scientists may think that the Sun's magnetic field may not be enough to have turned the whole planet. This issue can be resolved by mixing Hypothesis B with Hypothesis C. In that case, Venus's tides together with Sun's magnetic field could have caused Venus to do retrograde rotation. These were the three possibilities that can answer the weird spin of some planets in the solar system. In effort to explain this to you, I have taken Venus as the focus of our topic, because it's the closest neighbor to the Earth. Venus formed more than 4 billion years ago, and it's hard to actually decode the weird mystery as to why Uranus and Venus behave abnormally. People often shut the matter close by saying that an asteroid of the same size hit Venus, and so it changes rotational direction. They might also say that this might be the reason for the early water present on Venus to have evaporated due to the heat produced by the collision. They might be wrong, they might be right, who knows? But this is false. I think there are many things that happened to Venus that stopped it from being an Earth-like planet. I will talk about these reasons in probably another video. Because, my friend, if you don't subscribe to my channel, YouTube will not show you any videos that I make. So yes, it costs nothing, so you can subscribe. Well, this question was asked by Curious Stargazer on Instagram. Thanks for making this video possible. Got another question? Head over to my Instagram and do two things. 1. Follow the page. And 2. Talk to me on Instagram and let's discuss these questions. I hope you keep learning and collecting facts, whether from my channel or someone else's. Be curious. Peace.